Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whenever you're watching this. You know who I am, the Dear UG, here for NFL Week 17 picks. Wearing my new Notre Dame hat, as you can see. I got it for Christmas. By the way, happy Merry Christmas and all that good stuff. Last week, Week 16, I didn't do too bad. I went 11-5, a winning week. Pretty damn good in my book. For the season, I'm 145 in wins, 94 in losses, and that one tie from earlier this year. Now we're in Week 17, do or die mode, baby. For some, this is the last shot to get into the playoffs. For others, their dreams are over. So let's go to the picks. Game 1 is the Falcons versus the Buccaneers. I am taking the Falcons on this one. And you know, yes, they're not playing for anything. Falcons got the first seed, but I think they're going to probably replay their starters for a quarter or two, then put in all the backups, let the backups get some time in. This could be one of those games where, you know, Bucks should win it, but Bucks have not been showing me too much as of late. I take the Falcons and the backups to win. Next, Bills versus the Jets. Jets are just a disarray. The New York Jets do not feel like a professional football team. It feels like a tie between a Canadian Football League and a high school football team, okay? That's how bad they're playing. I'm taking the Bills on this one. You know, I don't have much credit. I don't have much belief in this game. It's a coin flip, but I'm taking Bills, barely. Next, Ravens versus the Bengals. I am taking the Ravens to win this one. Both teams already in the playoffs. Ravens won the division this past week. I'm thinking, the reason I'm taking Baltimore, maybe they finally pulled their head out of their ass and beat the Giants. Or maybe the Giants are just that bad. I don't know. Bengals, you did get the playoff spot last week like I predicted when you beat the Steelers. That is, again, Steelers lost because of Big Ben. I'll get to that later in the video. But I'm taking the Ravens to this one. I do wish both these two teams luck next week in the playoffs because my mom's a Ravens fan. She's happy at least one of the teams in the family made it. Hopefully my team can make it this week, and I'll explain that later in the video as well. Next, Bears versus the Lions. Bears are playing for a playoff spot but need some help getting in. Lions are cussing out John Madden because of the Madden curse. I'm taking Chicago to win this one. Bears defense I'm impressed with. It's the offense I don't trust. Bears win this one. Next, Titans versus the Jaguars. This game I hate picking. It's the same thing with the Jets and Bills. I don't like this game. It's one of those games that's going to be hard to pick because both teams are terrible. I'm taking Tennessee by that much to win. Next, my upset pick. And it is an upset, I believe, because I don't think a lot of people are going to have them winning. I have the Eagles. Yes, the Philadelphia Eagles beating the Giants. Giants have been playing bad football. They've been going down faster than Paris Hilton does. And to be perfectly honest, I think for the Eagle players, they know this is most likely Andy Reid's last game. They're going to want to play their heart out for him and get him a win. His last one maybe as an Eagle. We will not know till after the season. But hey, Eagles, if you do win this one for Andy Reid, I say thank you. Because I may be a Cowboys fan, but I respect Andy Reid. And Andy Reid, I hope you get to go out a winner. Hope you get to win this one. I really do. Next, Saints versus the Panthers. Both teams have been riding high. Neither team's making the playoffs still. This is pretty much a battle of respect. I'm taking the Saints to win this one. Sad thing is for the Saints, they're going to be one of those teams that a damn good team won't make the playoffs. Here's one of them. And I believe it's because of the defense and the bounty and all that stuff that happened. If things would have went differently, we could be seeing the Saints in the playoffs, but we don't know. That is something only the butterfly effect can determine. Next, Colts versus the Texans. I'm taking the Colts. Texans, you disappointed a lot of people and you lost to the Vikings. That should have been a gimme game right there. If you do lose to the Colts, you're pretty much guaranteed to drop to the 3rd seed, depending on what happens with Denver and the New England Patriots. Colts, I love what Luck's doing. Andrew Luck is my Rookie of the Year. He's had to do stuff without Coach Chuck. By the way, Chuck will be back this Sunday. He came back Monday. He's probably going to be coaching this Sunday. So that more reason is Colts are going to win. They're going to be playing their heart out to get Chuck a win this Sunday. Colts win. Next, Packers versus the Vikings. I got Green Bay on this one. Green Bay is playing for a 2nd seed. I love their quarterback. Aaron Rodgers, he is one of the best. Vikings, you know, I think Adrian Peterson will be comeback player of the year if it is not Peyton. Vikings are doing very well, but unfortunately, I just think with you guys not having a better quarterback than who you got, and the Texans last week, I think that was a fluke that you won that. I think you guys lose, and your playoff chances go bye-bye. Next, Seahawks versus the Rams. Excuse me. Cherry Coke, gotta love it. Seahawks versus the Rams. I'm taking the Seahawks to win this one. Seahawks showed me something with the win over the Niners. Maybe the Seahawks might be a contender for a Super Bowl. We shall see come playoff time. Till then, I say they beat the Rams. Next, Patriots versus the Dolphins. I'm taking the New England Patriots to win this one. I am a little worried, though, because the Patriots almost did lose to Jacksonville. Jacksonville was playing pretty well. I think New England does win this one, and hopefully they get their act together, because my feeling is if they do not get a second or first seed, I don't know if they can win from wild card and then get to the Super Bowl win. I don't know. But that is my opinion, but I do believe Patriots win this Sunday. Next, Broncos versus the Chiefs. I'm taking the Broncos, guys. They've just been on a roll as of late. I don't even know how many times they've won in a row. I think it's 10 or 11 now. I lost count. Peyton Manning's playing dang good football. He's got to be the MVP this year. Chiefs, you've had a lot of heartbreaking stuff happen to you this year. Hopefully, it can all be sorted out. And hopefully next year you do play well. But for now, I got to take the Broncos. Next, Chargers versus the Raiders. I'm taking San Diego to win this one. I think this is Norv Turner's last game as a head coach for San Diego. Maybe the Chargers actually show up and win one for him. But that is my opinion. I'm taking San Diego, and Raiders will not have their starting QB this week. They're going to the backup. Next, Steelers versus the Browns. Now this is a early game, 1 o'clock game. I'm taking the Steelers on this one to at least finish 8-8. But they got a lot of stuff to do during the off season. Okay, because I'm sorry. I firmly believe if Big Ben did not start that Bengals game, for that matter, if he didn't start the game against Dallas, and they would have used Charlie, the backup, Steelers could be in the playoffs. But they didn't. Big Ben got in. I didn't like the decision, and it proved to cost them. It cost them a playoff spot. I think Steelers are going to have to do a lot of soul searching to figure out what they're going to do. As far as for the Browns, you're the Browns. Moving on. 49ers versus the Arizona Cardinals. I'm taking the 49ers. You know you got shown up by Seattle, but it is always hard to win in Seattle. Cardinals are a joke this year. You would think they had the man and cover job. Taking the Niners. But my problem with the Niners is this. I like their defense. It's kind of the opposite with Redskins. Redskins, they say, I love their offense, but I can't stand their defense. This case, it's, I love the Niners' defense, I just can't stand the offense. I don't trust who they got at QB right now, and I feel sorry for Alex Smith, one of 2 quarterbacks this year who got screwed. One, of course, being Tebow, because the Jets never used him. They pretty much just got him for one thing and one thing only, money to sell tickets. Period. People will go see Tebow to cheer or boo him. That's a fact. This case with the Niners, you signed Alex Smith to a big contract. I can't exactly remember the number, but I know it's big. So you're pretty much paying him now to be a backup and paying him big money for it. I don't like it. Niners should win this one, but I'm telling you, they're going to have to figure out something when the season's over, when they either win it all or get eliminated from the playoffs. They're going to have to figure out what to do with the quarterback situation. So it's going to be a problem come next year. Last game, Sunday night, Packers versus the Redskins. I'm kidding, Packers. Cowboys versus the Redskins. If I botched that, I apologize. I'm just so excited for this weekend. Cowboys versus the Redskins. Do or die game. Winner gets the division title. Winner goes to the playoffs. Loser will not make it. I am taking my Cowboys. If you see my videos all year long, you know who I'm taking. I'm taking my Cowboys. And that is that. And, I'm sorry for saying Packers, but, I'm still just so excited because it's Christmas, And I expect to botch. Hey, I botch in every video, but that's alright. I let it stay in because that's how I roll. Alright, Cowboys, that's why I'm taking to my team. So just as a recap for Week 17, I got Falcons, Bills, Ravens, the Bears, Titans, Eagles, Saints, Colts, Packers, Seahawks, the Patriots, the Broncos, the Chargers, the Steelers, the 49ers, and how about them Cowboys getting a win this week? Hopefully, everything comes true, particularly that last game, the Cowboys and Redskins. I would love to see my boys make it. If they don't, hey, there is next year. We went 8-8. We got to fix some things, get some better linemen for one. But that, we'll probably discuss that. I think all teams will be looking themselves in the mirror after the season's over if they went 8-8 to figure out what to do, what went wrong. Anyway, those are my picks for this week. Let me know what you think of my picks. Do you agree or disagree with them? Until I see you next week for the wild card, which should be interesting, I will see you next week, guys. So, Merry Christmas. Have a good night. Hope you got everything Santa wanted to give you today. And I'll see you next week, guys. Peace out.